What's going on, all you gamers? Here we are in Cyberpunk 2077, or some of us are at least. Some of us are just kind of smashing our consoles and hitting our heads against a brick wall. So today I'm going to try and bring you a very short guide that's hopefully going to help a few of you out with kind of remedying the fact that you can't actually play and might make it a little bit more playable for you. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, all you guys and girls. As always, for all things Xbox and for all things fun and gaming, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon, become part of the Sofa Squad. But for now, you're here to try and hopefully fix your Cyberpunk game. Now, Cyberpunk is definitely struggling on some of the older consoles. I myself have an Xbox One X, so not the Series X, the one before, and honestly, I'm not really finding too many issues with it. But I did find a kind of a little way to help even my console, so it may help other people as well. If it doesn't, apologies, but to be perfectly honest, there's not many settings that you can actually do on your Xbox to kind of muck around with it. So I'll show you what I found the best on this, and I've heard from a friend that this could help the older consoles a little bit. So fingers crossed it'll help. If it doesn't, again, many apologies. So what you're going to do is press select and go over to your settings. Now, to be perfectly honest, there's quite a few settings that absolutely do not make a difference. The only real thing that's going to make a difference is if you go just over here and go to your graphics setting. From here, what you're going to want to do, and I would recommend this most, motion blur off. For some reason, even on mine, the motion blur every once in a while kicked in, and I feel like it might have made the console struggle a little bit. Film grain off, chromatic aberration off, and depth of field. This one is completely up to you. I feel I couldn't notice it too much, but toggle it to whatever you think works best once you're playing your game. Lens flare, again, I didn't find much, but I think all in all, if you were going for best and kind of to make your performance run best on your Xbox, you would probably end up with all of them off. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't noticed that much of a difference in game. It has not made the graphics absolutely god awful. It has not made them have spud heads. It's very similar, in fact. In some parts, I don't know if it's just myself, but I feel like it looks a little bit crisper. So as you can see, my one kind of runs perfectly fine. Obviously, I'm only going to show you for a couple of seconds. But yeah, I don't really have many issues on mine, so hopefully this will help a few people. I've had a few people with slightly older consoles that say this did help them a bit, so fingers crossed. Now, one more thing that I have been told by a friend, I can't vouch for this myself as I've not noticed it's actually struggling on my computer, but apparently if you take off the fact that it can actually capture screenshots, that does help when you're playing your game performance wise. So if you were to, just when you were playing this game, you could hit the guide button on your control pad, so the big glowy button in the middle of the pad, the big X, then go all the way over to just here where it will say capture and share. What you're going to want to do is go all the way down to the bottom, and what I've been told by a friend is that if you turn this one off, right up the top, capture to allow game captures, just put it to don't capture, and then apparently the hardware inside kind of makes it so that it's just running the game and not focusing on anything else. Now, I can neither confirm that or deny it as I haven't noticed it on my console, but it may well help some of you. Right guys and girls, just a short one today, and like I said, if that didn't fix anything, I'm very sorry, but that's kind of really the only options that you have got on Xbox that I could find. So if you know of anything better, or if anyone out there has found any other fixes, let me know and I'll put it in a kind of highlighted comment as such. But for the moment, I think that's pretty much the only options you've got. So if this doesn't help you at all, it may well be that your console just can't run it at the moment and you'll be waiting for a patch from Project CD Red. So fingers crossed they will be able to fix things in the future. But obviously this game is kind of a kind of a next-gen game, so I think even in a while, the older consoles might still struggle a bit. Right, guys and girls, as always, I hope that's helped a few of you out, I really do. And if you'd like to become part of the Sofa Squad, like I said, hit that subscribe and bell icon. As always, take care. I'll see you on the next day.